Dude, I have some serious beef with the people who cut hot dog buns. Who the fuck cuts shit like that? All right, who's cutting these things so improportionate to half? When you go to like put the hot dog in there, man, like look at how much little bun is on this side and look at how much fucking bun is on that side. I don't know what factory they're making these hot dog buns in, but y'all need to get some quality control because your shit's whack.
Jeff in quality control is like
Sleeping on the job.
dude, watch this. Changes it just a little bit. All the buns.
You go to open it and it just rips off because it's just.
Let me just open up this bun and it's in pieces.
Now I have 2 slices of hot dog bun. It's like a hot dog is a sandwich.
Speaking of hot dog buns, years ago, me and Nick were at a private show that we played. And we were able to eat like grilling out and everything. He had a hot dog bun. There's a video of it somewhere on Facebook. No opening. No opening at all.
Oh, it was just a bun. It was not cut.
Right. It was a hot dog bun shape, but there was no slit opening. No matter how proportionate, there was none. So he was just like, how do I put the hot dog in?
A loaf of bread.
He's like, how do I put the hot dog in?
It's a tiny loaf. Mini loaf.
There's a video somewhere. I'm going to find it.
I'd be interested to see that. Yeah. Seriously, whoever's cutting these hot dog buns, your days are fucking numbered.
We're coming for you, Jeff, in quality control.
Fucking man, and you know what? And everybody wants to say like, "Oh, I don't get paid enough." Dude, you don't get paid enough because you're fucking up. You got paid more than you deserve.
But what if his argument was, this is what you get when you pay me $13 an hour. You want the buns to be evenly sliced? That's $18 an hour work.
You know what? That must be his retribution for not getting paid enough. I'm gonna fuck up all of these buns.
You denied my raise? Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All the buns are messed up.
We about to deny your customers accurately cut buns. Okay, I'm better now. That was just when I stopped at the store and I got the groceries and I came home and I'm cooking these hot dogs, I'm like, ooh, yeah, these are going to be so delicious. And I took these things out of the package. I was so pissed.
Was that an off-brand or was that like a main, was that like a Ballpark or was it like a Food Lion brand?
I want to say it was the Ballpark brand, not the hot dog itself, but obviously the bun. But it wasn't the grocery store brand.
We don't make enough for Ballpark hot dogs.
I mean, I get the bun length ones. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little bougie when it comes to my wieners.
You're bougie when it comes to wieners.
Hey man, if I'm gonna put it in my mouth, it better be good.
It better be all
beef.
Yeah, all beef.
Give me that real American
100% real American beef.
Slop that they force through the machine that farts out of.
Don't even care how it's made.
Yep, right.
Still eat it.
I mean, I don't give a shit. Hot dogs are delicious.
It's all about taste and convenience in America.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
If you can just pipe unknown meat, sodium concentrate just straight into my face, I'll probably eat it.
Boy.
Well, everyone, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to episode 13.
Man.
Wow.
That was your 13th reason, huh? Right there.
Yeah.
He said some things that I'm not comfortable. I'm Mr. Stark, I don't feel good.
Oh, man. Well, as always, starting off with some gratitude. Thank you for everybody who has listened to the podcast the last few weeks. Much appreciated.
You guys are killing it, dude. The numbers, I know we don't harp on numbers, but we do watch the numbers. The numbers are going up, and we genuinely, truly appreciate you guys clicking the buttons, sharing the things, commenting on the things, all the things that you do. Thank you.
Yeah. Week over week improvements.
It's insane.
Whether you care about numbers or not, it's nothing to look past. So we appreciate it. So
yeah.
I want to dive into this because this is a very fresh topic in my mind.
Still so pissed at this. I had to take a picture because I was so mad. I'm sorry. Continue your story.
You go to open look at your topics and you just get reminded of the
Yeah,
hot dog
dude.
bun that no one never was.
Jeff, fuck you. In fucking quality
Jeff,
control
dude.
at the hot dog plant. Hot dog bun
We're
plant.
calling your boss on Monday, Jeff.
Yeah, he's going to get an aptly worded message on Indeed that your job needs to be posted because you're not doing a good one.
Okay, so
Now that we got Jeff fired.
Now that Jeff is unemployed.
What was the lady from Cracker Barrel?
Oh, Brad's wife.
Yeah, Brad's wife. Well, now we got Jeff fired from the hot dog bun plant.
Now the next whole thing will be Jeff's wife.
No, just Jeff.
Just Jeff.
Yeah, just Jeff.
His wife left him because he can't.
Yeah, and that's why
Cut
he's cutting the
buns
bun.
properly.
No, that's why he's cutting the buns improperly because his wife left. Now he's an alcoholic.
He's like, well, I guess I'll do the job, but I'll complain the whole time. I'm
Yep.
gonna mess everything up.
Is that us? That's all we do. We just complain the whole time.
Jeff's a sad boy. That's
He's one of us. One of us. One of us.
okay. So back to this topic.
For real. Go ahead.
Because so in my job, I travel around. I drive a lot. I go to a lot of sheets because those are usually the nicer of the bathrooms.
Great choices.
Right. So I go to a lot of sheets. But anyway,
Do you take a sheet out of sheet?
I mean, often.
Yes.
Right? So when you go
when
to
in Rome.
I was in the bathroom today, right? From the time that I walked into the bathroom to the time that I left, 3 individuals were in the bathroom, used the bathroom, left. Nobody washed their hands.
That's gross.
It's disgusting. So, we all know that there's 2 kinds of people in this world, right? People who wash their hands and monsters.
Liars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Dude, it's just... Because then these people, 2 of them, I saw them go up to the little touchscreen things to order food. Yeah. That's what's happening. You got people there going in there, fondling themselves, going to the bathroom, coming out, and then just ordering some mozzarella sticks with their junk hands.
With their coochie juice hands?
With their coochie juice hands. That's all they're doing. They're not even washing their hands. And it's all over the screens. Yeah, so what do? You order mozzarella sticks and some kind of infection.
You get the herpagonosyphilades.
Yeah. With a side of marinara.
Ew. Ew. Yeah, dude. You're 100% justified in your anger. That is disgusting. Shame on you, people, for not washing your hands.
Yes.
It's fucking gross.
Even if you didn't want to wash your hands, right? You're like, man, this is too much work. At least just hit that sanitizer on the way out, and then just before you order your mozz sticks.
If you're not going to give me the full happy birthday wash your hands, at least rinse your hands under some water. They say...
Just the effort. Just it looks like he's trying. Good.
Yeah, even if you just put them under the water and just do a little... that's better than
just
nothing.
Little rinse and
Maybe
dry.
the water washed away the bad germ, the E. coli that was floating around in your hoo-ha.
Yeah, the other 0.1% of germs.
Yeah, right.
Not the 99,
And then
but the
and then you
0.1.
use the hand sanitizer and it kills the other 99.9.
So then you're good.
Yeah, exactly.
It all adds up.
Yeah, we're
So-
saying the same thing.
So the other thing that I'm guessing that you don't have this problem, but I do.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Urinals made for short people.
You mean the children's urinal?
No. Every urinal is made for a short person when you're 6'6".
Yeah, to you, every urinal is a short urinal. Correct,
It's
yes.
just, okay.
Must be nice.
No, so you're right. There are what we consider normal urinals.
The ones that I would walk up to, you as a normal human being would probably choose. Yeah.
Right? You go up to it.
Yep.
You unzip, unbutton, and then right in. Right,
Whoa,
right?
hold on. We're gonna pause. We're gonna
Wait,
come
you
back. You unbutton?
I guess it depends.
What kind of... Are you trying to show your dick to everybody?
It just depends.
No, there's no depends. You mean to tell me you unzip, unbutton? What happens if your hand slips and your pants just fall right out of your hands?
I'm a very large individual. That's not going to happen.
I don't know,
I'm
man.
not wearing loose pants.
I feel like you are encroaching on 10-year-old not 10-year-old children, but 10-year-old human territory where you just
walk
pants
in,
down,
pants down, and you're
your
standing at the
hands
urinal.
up,
Yeah.
and then you're just bare butt is just out there.
No, I'm not doing. I'm just so. Anyway, the point here that we're missing.
This man unbuttons his pants like a terrorist. Continue.
Nothing to hide here, okay?
Clearly, you want people to see your dick.
No. Well, you know what? It's going to happen anyway when the urinals are too small.
Okay, where were you going?
Like,
I'm sorry.
So where I'm going
sorry.
with this is the fact that, like, I go up to a urinal in the sheets, right? Do the whole thing, whether you unbutton or don't unbutton.
Terrorist.
Right? And then, boom, like, right at the length of the top of the
You
urinal.
hold your hands up so everybody can see what you're doing.
So, like, you pull it out, and then you're right at the length at the top of the urinal.
I'm going to be honest, I don't have that problem. Must be nice, okay?
Over the top. Like,
So you have to point it down.
it's got to aim down. This is extra steps in going to the bathroom. Why can't they just make them, like, a little bit taller? Or, like, have, like, an open top or something like that? Like,
Well, where's the flush come from?
Like, where's the redesign for tall people?
Interesting.
Like, why do we have the small urinal for the little, like, 5-year-olds going to the bathroom, but we don't have the ones for the giants of the world who are trying to go to the bathroom without, showing everybody in the bathroom their dick?
I think you're onto something here. However, I do think the amount of 5-year-olds outnumber people like you. And I think that's probably where the lack of a urinal redesign is coming from, if I had to guess.
So it's like...
I mean, think about it. You have one 5-year-old. How many 5-year-olds does he know?
Probably a lot.
A lot of 5-year-olds.
Whole daycare
How
class.
many of his friends' parents are your height? Probably
not many.
one, maybe two. If we're lucky, not many. But there's many 5-year-olds that are his height.
Yeah, so, like, not only am I upset about the fact that I have to aim down or, like, lean back just to be able to get into the urinal in general, people are out here just, like, not washing their hands. And
Yeah, it's gross.
Like, I don't want to order Mott sticks after you. I can't do it. It's just a frustrating experience.
Man,
Get better, Sheets. Calling you out.
Get some taller American standard urinals. Or whatever brand they use.
Somebody's going to share this. The CEO of Sheets is going to be like, what's this guy talking about? Urinal's too small.
If the CEO of Sheets reaches out to us, honestly, I don't even care if it's about urinals. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I love me some Sheets,
it's
man.
Sad Boys, BOIS.
No apostrophe.
God, that's it. Every day it bothers me.
Yeah. So I actually have a follow-up point to make about bathroom habits. When let's say that you have entered an establishment and you need to use the restroom, you would probably say something along the lines of, "Excuse me, do you have a restroom?
Yes.
Where is the restroom?" Right? What do you think you should not say when you enter a public space and need to use the facilities?
Oh, where do I shit?
Ooh, good one.
Or
anything else?
Bathroom.
Bathroom now.
Yeah.
There's just, I don't know what it is, but there is like a proportion or a disproportionate amount of people that will walk into the financial institution that I work at, and they just feel the need to overshare their bathroom needs, and it's like, you realize you're in public, right? Like, you hear the words you're saying. Hey, man, do you have a restroom? Oh, yeah. Let me let you in. Let me put my things away. I'll meet you down the hallway, and I'll let you in. And then, like, while I'm putting my stuff away, this dude was like, yeah, I don't have to take a number 2. I just have to go pee. Sir.
Didn't ask for specifics, bud.
Yeah, I didn't ask. Thanks for sharing. Do you think maybe you could, like, not next time? Because, like, I don't need to know what your bodily functions are. Hey, man, I've got to use the restroom. For all I know, all you got to do is go blow your nose. Or, like, maybe you just need to wash your hands after touching your junk in the car before you go order some mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
Like, why do people feel the need to overshare? Like, oh my goodness. I feel like that's equally as gross.
Yep.
Well, it's not physically as gross, but like.
Well, because it's like, yeah, man, I just have to pee. I don't have, just number 1, not number 2. It's like, okay, sir, you're probably in your 30s. Why are we talking like a 5-year-old?
Yeah, right. I don't have to go poo-poo. I have to go pee-pee.
Gotta go pee-pee.
Ew,
so,
dude,
sir,
what?
Just say, I have to go to the bathroom. Or like, sir, where's the restroom?
Yeah, right.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
What? Yeah, what?
like, why would somebody tell you, like, and like, what did they expect your response to be?
Like, am I supposed to, like, hurry up or, like, take my time? Like, what is the... Oh, I just punched the microphone. What is, like, the dire situation? Like, hey, man, like, I've got a fucking diarrhea right now. You better let's go, because I'm about to shit on the floor.
Like, I've had a gallon and a half of liquids in the last 14 minutes. I have to go.
I'm ready to pee out my
like,
butthole.
okay, cool.
You were so not prepared for that.
Then I'm gonna hurry faster for you, sir. I don't want butthole pee all over the bank. Okay,
Not the butthole
not
pee.
the butthole pee.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean that's very fair.
Hey, Sheets, remember, when you're ready to come calling, this is the content you're signing up for.
Yeah, dude, I'll do a brand deal with Sheets.
I'm
I
here.
mean, if we go to the Sheets app, I mean, it does say that I'm a freak. You know.
Ooh, you know what? Let me check
compare
mine.
Sheets points.
You probably have way more than I do, but how do I'm at friend level.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I don't have enough points.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sharing my code with y'all unless you want to give me free points. But also,
Yeah.
again, you travel a lot.
I go
I
to
drive to
Sheetz.
the same place every day, 5 days a week.
I go to a Sheets at least once a day.
Man, once they build well, you know what? Because I'm relocating my office, I'm just gonna have to be sheetsless, and that's okay.
There's the one in the one road. It's closer to our house. I mean, it's still pretty far though. Still.
Not when I work where I work.
Yeah.
I'm not, and I only get 1 hour break. I'm not driving all the way out there. It's way
DoorDash.
No, stop. We're not getting into this. I will continue to go to Sheets after we go on our weekly bike rides, and I will get
fair.
myself a little snack wrap and a drink as a healthy meal after our exercise. And I use healthy very loosely.
It's
better than going to McDonald's.
And I got, what did I get the other day after work? I got a steak quesadilla. Which,
Not me and Megan splitting the snack
Yeah.
wraps, and you're like, I'm gonna get a quesadilla.
I'm gonna get a whole quesadilla. But by the way, though,
Yeah.
steak quesadilla from Sheets,
Slap?
top tier, dude.
Slap.
Like 8.5 out of 10.
Better than Taco Bell's quesadilla?
Oh, absolutely destroys it.
Ooh, that's hefty.
Like-
I don't like Taco Bell's steak. I like their chicken. Their chicken quesadillas are banging.
So can we talk about a point about Taco Bell? Can we expose a problem with Taco Bell?
If you let me tell you about how Taco Bell is also a very predatory company, then yes.
Yeah, I believe that. But what I think they're preying on is people who want beverages to taste good,
Okay.
where instead they give you absolutely watered down drinks every single time, like it's on purpose, like it's just a money making scheme. Because I have not gone to a Taco Bell in recent history where I've got a drink and I'm like, I want a Baja Blast. This doesn't taste like dog water. Like it just always tastes bad. Like it's flat. Like they have the amount of the syrup that goes in there just a little bit lower than what it should be.
Interesting.
It's just never, next time you go, try a drink.
Now,
because
here's the
it's just
thing
like
is-
almost there.
Whenever I do go to Taco Bell, I do get me a Baja Blast. So like I can't complain.
Well, so if you have a Baja Blast from like, like in a can or a bottle and you compare it to Taco Bell, it's
Well,
not even close, dude.
you're-
You realize how like watered down and flat and like
So I've never had a flat pop from Taco Bell. I will say that I have had one where maybe the syrup is run out or it's getting kind of low. But like I've never had a non-carbonated drink or a slightly less carbonated drink from Taco Bell. I don't know, man. Maybe you just get the worst luck when it comes to your beverages, because I can't say I've ever had a bad Baja Blast.
it's just the worst. Man.
But fountain drinks, canned drinks, and bottle drinks, they inherently taste different.
Oh yeah. Which one do you think's top tier?
Personally, I am a fan of canned drinks.
Yeah.
But I will take fountain over bottle all day. There's something about the way it comes out of the fountain, and it's just got all
I
that
guess
carbonation
it depends
in
where
there.
you're at. Like when we talked about McDonald's.
That
McDonald's Sprite.
Oh my god!
I'll take that over a bottle of Sprite any day.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fountain over
100%.
bottle all day.
Yeah.
But if I have my choice between a fountain and a can, ooh, just for convenience, I think I'd take the
I
can.
would take the can.
Yeah.
Well, like, for example, the Chipotle on Skybo, they never have ice. Their Coke is always out.
Either the ice is out or the ice is dispensing so fast that there's a mountain of ice on. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
they just
And it's just all over the
just
floor.
dial it in, like wherever it's at. After it's like all over the floor, just like turn it back half, because otherwise it's like you
ice.
have it on full blast all the time. 6 people come in, all the ice is evacuated on the floor, and then I come in. I'm like, let me just get a Coke Sprite.
Nope.
And then there's no ice. And then the one day the drinks were hot. Like they weren't. Not hot. They were
Room
not
temperature.
cold. They were
Yeah.
room temp. They're like, is that okay? I'm like, I need a drink. Sure.
What am I supposed to say? No,
It
and you're gonna
was-
change it? Like
It was
what?
very bad.
Yeah,
It was very bad.
Room temperature pop is not good. Yeah, I said pop. What?
Yeah,
What?
it's pop.
Pop.
Pop. Pop.
Pop. Pop.
Pop. Pop.
So speaking of Taco Bell, I read an article today, and I want to pull this up just so I can get my facts straight. So Tuesdays, what is commonly what's like a reoccurring theme on Tuesdays?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, right? Did you know that was actually copyrighted?
Oh.
Yeah. So it was copyrighted by this this company called Taco John's. And Taco Bell actually threatened to sue this company over the fair use to the phrase Taco Tuesday. And the company, Taco John, actually settled and agreed that they would release the copyright on the phrase Taco Tuesday because they couldn't afford the $1 million lawsuit. Taco Bell basically strong-armed this company into releasing their copyright of the phrase Taco Tuesday because they couldn't afford to fight them in court.
Wow.
Yep. So,
I had no
Taco
idea.
Bell donated, aka tax write-off, donated $1 million to some charity, and in response, this Taco John company also donated about $40,000 in to another charity, and now all local businesses, large franchises, chains, the whole 9 yards, they are allowed, starting whatever the time is when the patent ends, or I don't know how it all works, but they're allowed to now use the phrase Taco Tuesday without getting, kind of infringement on a copyright that this Taco John company had.
Well, clearly he doesn't have enough money to.
Yeah, right. I
fight
mean,
it, but-
yeah. So it's just wild, and I'm so glad that you brought up Taco Bell because I wanted to talk about that, and then I was like,
You wanted to taco about it?
stop. Let us talk about it.
Let us taco about it.
Yeah, it's not your topic to talk about.
Was that too cheesy?
Ooh, never too cheesy.
I'm a dad. I can do this. Dog dad.
I'm not sure what. Yeah, dog dad.
Dog
I don't know. I don't really have. I got the sick dad bod though. Anyhow, yeah. So I'm so glad that you wanted to talk about Taco Bell because I really wanted to talk about that.
Taco
Hey, see what I
about
did
it.
there? So we both listened to today's episode, last week's
Last week's
episode for
episode.
you folks. I'm gonna be honest. Both of us kind of failed in our homework. Chat, do you guys remember what you were supposed to watch last
Did you
week?
do your homework?
Does anyone remember the movie you were supposed to watch? Anybody? I don't see no hands raising. Okay. We're supposed to watch Minority Report.
Minority
I really
Report.
am going to try and watch it this week.
I will certainly make the effort.
Now, I did say I need to write this down, otherwise I will forget. And I didn't write it down last week, so I forgot. However, I did write it down
I
this time.
did. On
you forgot.
the video, I had Siri remind me. So I'm sitting there getting ready to watch SummerSlam, and I get a notification, watch Minority Report. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
The fuck?
the hell is Minority Report? And I look at it for like 20 seconds.
That's not a long time.
Minority Report. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm just
I don't
going
know,
to
sounds racist.
just, not important.
Not important.
And move on. And then I just watched wrestling for 4.5 hours.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. So,
You seem to be pretty hyped out on Facebook. I assume the person you wanted to win.
dude, LA Knight won the Battle Royale. Absolutely.
I understood all of those words.
Dude. So, like, just to briefly go into it. For anybody out there who is a wrestling fan who's watching.
Pop
or
off, man.
listening.
Pop off.
So, like, with anything, like, even with TV shows and movies, right? The writers have control over
The story.
the storyline, and who they
To a
want
point.
to and who they want to push to be the main character, right? So LA Knight has been in the business for so long, but he's now at the point where he got himself over with the crowd to where, like, the company couldn't deny it anymore.
Yeah.
They were like, man,
There would be riots if he didn't win.
yeah, they're like, this man is getting the biggest pops. When his music plays, everybody is screaming LA Knight. They're like, this guy is amazing. And the creative team was just like not doing anything with him. So finally, after his merch, like, for example, top 5 merch spots are like a big thing in the industry. They rate it every week.
In the wrestling industry.
Yeah, and he was like 4 out of 5 for like the last few weeks.
4 of his pieces of merch were in the top
We're in
5.
the top 5.
Yeah, and they're
Like,
not pushing this
Yeah,
man?
he was like number 1, 3, 4, and 5 or something. Like, that's insane. The man only has like 7 merch items. You have people who have like 10, 15, 20 merch items, and they're not even in the top 5. This man has 4 of the 5 spots. So, yes, LA Knight won the Battle Royale. I was really hype about
Spoilers.
it. But that's what I was doing instead of my homework of watching Minority Report. So
I'd like to say that I was doing something equally as fun and exciting, but Saturday, if I can't even remember, it tells you I wasn't doing something. But anyhow, what? Oh, you know what? Saturday, I was in bed because I had mowed my lawn, and then Megan and I took a little road trip, and we went out to the Asian market.
Yep.
Remember? This is a perfect segue.
this is a perfect segue.
So, you guys remember how I said that I'm not a coffee person? Well, I found these, and I asked your boy if he wanted some. I don't know if you could read that. It says mochi ice cream. It's Vietnamese coffee. And I'm going to present these to you, and we're going to try them. And I even promised that I would try one on the podcast. I'm not promising I'm going to like it. I probably won't.
We're going to try
Spoilers.
it.
Do you want to try one so you can... How about you take a bite first, and if you like it, I'll just take a bite of yours so that I don't waste another one.
I'm never
Because there's
gonna-
only 6 of them.
Well, how about this?
Okay.
I'll eat one. You can take a bite of one. If you don't like it, I'll eat after you.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
God, it's soft.
Well, yeah, it's mochi, homie.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Me neither.
Oh, God, it's so soft and fluffy.
Fluffy. Does it smell like coffee?
I don't know. I'm just going to one-shot it.
Okay. Oh. There's a lot of intrigue in his eyeballs. I'm just going to narrate what I see here. He's confused. He's laughing. Blink twice if it's not good. Oh, that's many blinks, so it must be good then.
So for the amount of textures that were just in that were all over the place.
Megan said the same thing when she tried hers.
One-shot it.
Oh, one shot it.
I'll one-shot one with you.
Josh.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, it really is
I
soft.
told you. It's soft. It's weird.
It's like, I don't know. It's like goopy.
It's like very like...
Dude, I'm afraid. Fuck it.
One shot. For everybody listening, Jim just bailed out.
Okay, here we are. Hang on. You can cut into this. Okay. Phew. For the sake of your white carpets, I had to leave. They're not bad.
The texture.
The textures are, like he said, all over the place.
Textures.
Yeah.
There was
the inside, there's the outside. As a non-coffee enjoyer, it was not something I was willing to force down.
Texture.
Did you enjoy it?
Texture was very much a mystery. But the flavor is phenomenal, and I'm all about it.
Taylor's like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. They said, what on earth just happened? Well, Taylor, when you're listening to this next week, Jim just spit out a coffee ball on our front porch.
I put it in the mulch. It's not on the porch. It's in your flower bed. I was courteous enough as I was trying not to vomit in your house.
Man.
So
this has been such an exciting segment, and I loved it.
Oh man, like I said, I had to get up, or I was going to throw up on your floor.
While you were running down there, I'm just sitting here like, looking at the camera, just like eating this thing, and I'm like trying to talk to the people. Like, oh my gosh, that was so exciting! Wow. So you know what? We're gonna go off this here. So speaking of coffee,
what a segment. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of coffee, so
I don't want to.
Speaking of my favorite topic, coffee. So they have Big B Coffee in Raleigh now. There's 2 of them.
Oh, that's right. I do recognize that name. That's what that place that you like in Fort Wayne,
we
right?
had it in Fort Wayne, right? So Big B Coffee, absolutely love it. I was driving to a customer's house one day. I looked in the rearview mirror and I see a Big B sign. I'm like, what? And I pulled up, finally had coffee. Hadn't had it in years, whatever. So this week, I went in there to get coffee. I was very tired, so I got a 24-ounce White Lightning.
Sounds insane.
I don't know what flavor it is.
White.
Because it's called White Lightning. The flavor just says White Lightning. Where if you get something that's like chocolate or caramel, it says chocolate or caramel. But it just says White Lightning flavor.
Hold on. What do you think White Lightning tastes like?
I don't even know how to explain it.
I'm just thinking back to those old, the old internet videos of like, the Brondo. Do you remember Brondo? We'll come back to this, I promise.
Okay.
Do you want banana? How about, or was it, you want strawberry? How about rawberry? Made with lightning. Real lightning. Sorry, go ahead. So what does White Lightning coffee taste like?
I don't know.
Well, did you get it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's my go-to.
Okay, so you get this all the time? You have no idea what it tastes like?
Yeah. I don't know. I never really thought about it. I just know that it's good. It is good.
Okay.
It has espresso and like steamed milk and then the White Lightning flavor pump. I don't know.
Is it maybe like supposed to be like white mocha?
It might be.
Okay.
It might be.
You haven't thought to maybe like ask?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Not
Too
important.
easy.
Not important.
Not important.
But anyway, so I'm standing at the register because for some reason I decided to go in. I'm at the register. I ordered the coffee. And there was a woman in training and the person training her. And the woman in training who was ringing me up, she goes, "Oh, nice arms, by the way," which, of course, probably talking about like tattoos, right? And
One would think.
And I say, "Thanks. I also like having arms."
Great joke. Great joke.
It was too early. I was too tired.
Oh, no. What did you actually say?
No, that's exactly what I said.
Oh, that's a great joke.
I thought it was, but I was also way too tired to think past it.
Thanks, grew myself.
Thanks, Guru. She did not get the joke. The person training her was like, like I got like a sympathy laugh. Like, okay, this guy.
Real funny. Haven't heard that one before.
Right, but it was.
Hey, is there anything else I can help you with today at the bank? $1 million. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Dude, I was a loan officer at a credit union for 2 months, and I heard that I don't know how many
God,
times.
it's so annoying.
Anything else I can do for you? You can put $1 million in there.
Winning lottery numbers. Yeah, no shit, sure.
4,
Sherlock.
8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
Ooh, you know what we haven't done in a while? Hang on. Ready? Here we go. Turtle shell, pelican, raspberry. Nothing.
No.
Okay. One of these days.
For anybody watching who doesn't know what that is,
That's a callback to one of our earlier episodes.
very, very early episode where I
had brain surgery.
talked about my brain surgery and talked about like 5G chip and 5G service.
One of
being
these
better.
times, I'm gonna figure out the Russian code words because
Yeah.
he's a sleeper agent, and I'm like the Winter Soldier, and we're gonna figure it out.
Dude, I just want to be able to like get super jacked and move around like the Winter Soldier. You know what I mean?
You can. That just requires a lot of exercise.
Without that,
Good luck.
you'll get the code word one day, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll unlock those powers for you.
Dude, I'm waiting for it. I'm here for it.
Me too.
Flipping that switch.
Okay, so the lady chuckles at White Lightning, or
Yep.
your arm comment.
Yep.
Oh, was that the end
And
of it?
that was it.
Oh,
I got
okay.
my coffee. I got my coffee and I left, and it was delightful.
White Lightning
Yeah.
just refuses to ask what flavor it is.
It's not
Doesn't
important.
care.
It's not important.
You know what? You're right. It is not important because you're going to keep
They also have
drinking
a
it
drink, I
anyway.
think it's called like the Nutty Squirrel, and I'm not going to ask what's in that one.
I feel like that's probably hazelnut, if I had to guess.
Or it could be squirrel.
Valid point, sir.
It's 2023. You can't assume anything.
You're right. Yeah. Did I just assume the flavor of that coffee?
Yes. You did.
You're right,
That's
I
exactly
did.
what you did.
I did.
That
Yeah, I
is
very well
spot
did.
on exactly what just happened.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And then I have one last WTF moment here.
Oh.
And you know what? We're going to transition this into the segment of the week, how not to be a dick.
Ooh, I also had one. So, yeah.
Good.
No, we're good.
No,
we can have two.
Oh, we can absolutely have two.
Yes.
Because people need to learn these things, and
Yes.
it is our due diligence to make sure that you do.
You missed an opportunity to say duty.
It's our
It is
duty.
our duty.
duty.
He said
Anyway,
duty.
it's our duty to tell you these things.
Yes.
Right. So anyway, go to a customer's house. Right. Without giving much too information about the job or what I do or anything like that, I go to a customer's house. I'm talking to them, and they're like, "Yeah, one of you was already here today." What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Who
like,
is you?
Like,
What do you
for your-
mean you?
for your appointment for this? And they're like, "Yep, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want. I don't. You're trying to sell me something. I don't
Sir,
want
did
it."
you give them your credit card? Because
Yeah.
that wasn't someone from my company.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" And then they start like talking to somebody on the phone. Because I guess they were on hold while I was talking to them for like 30 seconds or whatever. and I'm standing there and I'm being polite. I'm not going to interrupt her while she's on the phone with somebody, right?
Right.
So what's this lady do? She turns around, walks back inside of her house, shuts the door, and locks it.
In your face.
In my face.
Oof.
So, this week on How Not to Be a Dick, don't do any of that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Boy, howdy. I mean...
Not the boy howdy. When you're pissed, when you drop a boy howdy, I know you're real fired up.
So, like, I try to be as professional and as courteous as possible when I'm talking to customers.
Yep.
Right? Because let's be honest.
That's how you want people to treat you.
Right. And again, let's be honest. Like we talked about, like for example, I'm a very large man. I'm covered in tattoos, beard, all that kind of stuff.
Very
right?
intimidating to small
I
people.
can be very intimidating for people who don't know me, or small people in general. Which this was an older lady, so small.
Small. SMOL.
Oh well, yeah. So I try to be very nice and very clear about that up front. That like I'm just here to be professional and talk to you about this thing, you know. So like most people, you would assume would either be too afraid to open the door, which Taylor has even said, if I didn't know you and I wasn't expecting you, I would not open the door for you.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah. So the balls that this lady has to just...
Did you just assume her genitals?
Nope, I didn't.
Continue.
I'm from the 90s. That's a saying. She's got balls.
She's got some real testicular fortitude. That's a wrestling reference for you.
So she literally just walks back inside and closes the door.
Damn.
Like, most people would be too afraid to do that with
In your
somebody
presence, right?
as large as me towering over them. And it's like, man. So I absolutely just went home immediately after that one. I was like, all right, I'm done with today.
Client unresponsive, knocked 3 times, wouldn't answer the door. I don't know. I left.
Yeah, I was very much done with Tuesday at that point.
Yep. I don't blame you.
So, yeah, that was my segment of how not to be a dick. What do you have?
Yeah, so beyond slamming doors in people's faces, which is just inherently rude regardless of why, unless they deserve it, like if they're trying to break in your home, absolutely slam the door in the face.
Slam it many times.
What you should not do is leave your shopping cart in the fucking parking lot.
Oh, no. Yeah, don't do that.
You have 2 options. You either, 1, return it all the way to the front of the store where you found it in the first place, or 2, you put it in the little fucking cart corral thing.
the people who design these buildings and their parking lots thought very much ahead, and they gave you a designated spot.
Yep.
Many of them throughout the
Yep.
entire parking lot where you can put a cart from a convenient distance from almost any spot.
Typically,
And
there's one in, what would you say, like every other row or even every row, depending on the size of the store. Like a Walmart's got one in every row.
It's like they're like 15, 20 feet apart
Yeah.
from no matter where you're coming from. And you just leave it
next to your
next
car
to your
in an empty
car.
parking spot. Fuck you. I hope that every person who leaves their shopping cart in the parking lot at some point in their life, someone else has left a shopping cart out and the wind blows and it just slams that cart into your car. You will learn your lesson immediately. And I do not feel sympathy for you. Because I would never want a cart to hit my car.
The amount of times I've gotten out of my car and immediately grabbed a shopping cart that was going to either like hit someone else's car or was like in the middle of like 2 or 3 spots where it's like, this is going to hit someone's car if any amount of wind blows.
Yeah.
I think I did it like once last week. Like I'd rather take someone's cart up for them, like as I'm walking into the store, than like them just leave it right there and like hit my car or someone else's car.
And like, or they leave it in the
Simple
parking.
thing.
Yeah, they leave it in the parking spot between 2 cars, and you don't see it, and you go to like whip in the parking spot.
Yep.
Imagine if you didn't stop. 1, I mean, that you're fucking up your own car. But 2, imagine you hit that bitch, and then now you fling that car into someone else's car. Now you got to pay for 2 cars. Just take the 40 seconds. It's 40 seconds out of your day. 20 to walk there, put it in the little corral, and 20 to walk back to your car. Like, it is not. There's just no excuse.
Dude, you can have fun with it, right? You can like
get on it,
get
like,
on there, and ride it in, or you could like aim it up and be like, "All right, this is it."
Try and like,
and then you just
fling it.
And then you gets over the little steel thing, and then flies into the cart, and you're good. It's not going to come back out.
Or if you could like get it to like go into the other cart, like they've got like the little,
and it
just
slides right in.
Yeah, dude, so satisfying when you give it a good shove and you like watch it coast, and then it goes into the other one.
So you choose to be a dick as opposed to having fun.
Yep,
that's what we just.
It's a wild concept, and I just don't understand how people just can't grasp not being a piece of shit. Yeah. You know what? We're upgrading from dick to a piece of shit. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Don't be a piece of shit.
Yeah. That's what it is. Let's see. Did I have anything else? Yeah. The bathroom thing we definitely talked about. Yeah, man.
Well, good, because I have.
Yeah, let's bust out this jar. We haven't used the jar in a hot minute. We haven't used this in
a while. So the Big Deal Club mug.
Big Deal Club mug?
We're going to go with a green one.
Classic green.
For anybody who's just now listening to the podcast, this is a jar that my wife pre-wrote topics.
Yeah, they are
for us to pull.
Pre-filled topics, so we have no idea what's in them.
Okay.
Is it Taylor fishing for compliments again?
No, it's not her fishing for compliments. I guess I would want some clarification on it, but it just says, who would win in a fight? Is this you and me, or is it you and me or our wives, or... I don't know who this is about.
It's the 4 of us. So it's you, me, Taylor, and Megan. Mm-hmm. I feel like TK. I feel like TK she's quick. She's nimble. We've already established that you are just one karate chop to the back of the head away from going down.
I got a pretty big weakness.
Yeah, you got a large soft spot. Mm-hmm. Megan bruises like a peach. You even look at her funny, and she gets a bruise on her leg. And today she accidentally smacked her knee off the counter in the kitchen, and I'm sure there's going to be a bruise, and someone's going to think I hit her, but I don't. I don't. That's
I like
a
it
joke.
To like take the extra mile to like specify like, but I don't.
I have established when we talked about getting into a fist fight that I'm not a fighter.
So what you're saying is
you hit me once, and
we
I'm probably
all
gonna
lose. But Taylor, there's nothing wrong with her physically.
She's just so fast. She's tiny.
Nimble.
She can trip you. She can jump up and smack you in the back of the head. And I just don't foresee Megan. You know what? Maybe it is Megan, because Megan comes from the hood. Megan's from Youngstown.
I mean,
Megan will cut a bitch.
Maybe it would be Megan.
Ooh, I mean, I also would never strike a woman. So like, I would probably fight you. You would hit me, and then we would both be like, "Yeah, I'm over this," and we'd watch them fight. Because like, I would never hit Taylor or Megan.
Yeah, we'd be like, wait a minute, we can do something more productive with our time.
We could watch.
We can just
them.
turn around and watch them fight,
and then we just put our arms around each other.
Yeah, like this is great, man. This is good.
Well, you could put your arm on top of me, and I'll hold your butt. Because that's about where I come up to. I can like just grab your waist.
Really, all I could ask for.
Yeah, I'll give you soft embraces all the time. You know what? So my money is on Megan. You can feel free to provide your commentary on the fight, but my vote's for Megan.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, I have a pretty easy weak spot, you know. But I guess if I had to though, if I was real angry, I could.
You have admitted that you did thwap someone's head off a wall once.
I mean, I'm a very large man. I could,
you could do some serious damage.
I could do some damage.
Plus, you've got the what is it? One shack.
You've
got one shack of wingspan.
wingspan.
Yeah.
One shack.
I don't think anyone can get near you without getting swapped.
Yeah. I'll just open palm
Yeah,
smack
just
people.
bap.
That's a very large hand.
Oh
Frying pan hands. Yeah.
It's not on camera, but like.
Well, here, I'm gonna lean into yours. Here we go.
Oh.
I'm leaning into yours.
Oh, here we go.
Give that hand. Oh.
Just look at the size difference. That is insane, man. It's the size of my head. That's insane.
But yeah, my money's still on Megan or Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. We're not going to fight them
Because we're just going to not fight and
loophole.
Yeah, and then I mean they'll probably just read a book or something, and then
so nobody
fights.
wins.
Nobody wins. That's the answer to your question. Nobody wins. I like how it ended right next to me on the couch.
Right where you picked it up, it just kind of like
I picked it
back.
up on the couch and I threw it, and it keeps coming
Twice.
back. I don't understand what's happening here. Well, now Jim has it. So here we go.
Right. 46 minutes.
46 minutes. You know, that sounds like a perfect
Hold.
holding.
I have a listener feedback. Some listener feedback.
Oh.
Do you remember a couple weeks ago when we were talking about food workers, right?
Oh, okay.
One of my coworkers is an avid listener. Shout out to them. They know who they are, and I won't use names. They used to work in the food industry. They had a very, very good suggestion on how to solve the problem that you and I were complaining about.
Oh, I am ready for this.
Remember, we said it was what? A limit of 2 substitutions?
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
What if, and this was her suggestion, what if food places started offering base items and then you added on to that? So you would go to McDonald's, let me get a double cheeseburger, right? What would you like to add? Oh, lettuce, ketchup, mustard, pickle, onion, right? You know it's coming with a burger, and you know it's coming with cheese, and obviously it's going to come with a bun, right? Well, what would you like on it? Oh, let me get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's like, oh, okay, I can do that. Versus like, oh, let me get a Big Mac, hold the Mac sauce, hold the onion, then they fuck it up, and they put the Mac sauce on, or they give you a chicken burger.
Do you know what place does that?
What place?
And I realized this literally just today, so I'm super happy that you were bringing this up.
I believe Five Guys does that, right?
Cookout.
You know what? Cookout does do that.
Because I was like, big double burger tray, and they're like, what do you want on that?
Ketchup, mustard, pickle.
Ketchup, mustard, pickle, cheese.
Yep.
Because you have to say cheese, because it's big double burger.
Yeah.
They're like, do you want cheese on that? Like,
First
you're
off,
right.
Why are you ordering burgers without cheese on them?
You're lactose intolerance.
I'm lactose intolerant, and I still get cheese on my burgers because I ain't a bitch.
Oh, that's fair. But
so that was her suggestion as an ex-food worker.
That's a very good suggestion.
Yeah.
But yes, more people need to be like Cookout because it just makes it so much easier when you add things to it instead of taking everything away.
Firehouse does that too. More places need to do it, I think, is what we're getting at here.
Yeah.
Right? You can go to Firehouse and be like, oh, let me get a club on a sub. And they're like, what would you like to add? And you're like, lettuce, oregano, pickle, whatever.
Yeah, nope, it's good as it is. Thanks.
Yeah, right. As is.
Jersey Mike's does it too. They're like, do you want it Mike's way?
No, I want it my way.
I want pickles and bacon. Perfect.
Yeah, I want it Jason's way. Where's that on the menu? I don't see Jason's way up there.
Main character syndrome. I want it done Jason's way. I want pickles and bacon. Nothing else. Wrap it up. Chips, brownie, drink.
To go.
That's it.
Good to go.
I did it with my left hand. It was kind of like flailing, but Good to go. Good to go. There it is.
Man, we have so many Taco Bell references
Good to
today
go.
at the Crunch Wrap. It's good to go.
Yeah, they're like, wow, these guys have all these references here, but they were just shitting on us.
Shitting all over us. We apparently can't get the drinks right. We apparently can't sue people right. Fuck us, apparently. Hey, if you want me to taste test all of your items on this podcast, I will happily do that for free 99. Because I love me some Taco Bell.
You'd have to pay me.
Yeah, I guess the bathroom trip afterwards is relevant to our first stories.
Yeah,
hey, man, I got to go take a number 2 real bad. I got spicy diarrhea.
Yeah, so my buddy Jake used to call the aftermath of eating Taco Bell the best part. So like I would
Not
get it
the best part.
So, like I would be at his house, we'd all get Taco Bell. 30 minutes later, like he's in the bathroom, and I just get a text, "The best part!" Exclamation point. You know what?
Shout outs to Jake.
Shout out to Jake. That's very true. It is the best part.
Do you have any other listener feedback?
You know, I've only gotten good feedback so far, really, about it. Drew, good buddy Drew, a long
Shout
time
out to Drew.
listener of the podcast, did bring some points up today about last week's episode, about the PNC Arena and charging like $35 per ticket and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he mentioned
for parking.
For
Yeah,
parking, sorry. And he basically mentioned like WWE, they put on a whole big thing where it's like a mobile production show in a different city every single day. So they're paying all the workers, the drivers, the people who are building the sets, the camera people, like the sound people, the guys who are building the stage. And so I'm like, okay, but like, I guess I would, if anybody can give me the breakdown on how that works, like how much of ticket prices go into WWE.
Right, and then also
how
like the
much of
advertising
parking.
sales too.
Yeah, like I want to know what the breakdown is. Like, what does my money go to? Like,
Yeah.
somebody's got a pie chart somewhere where it's like, this 5% goes to workers,
Yeah.
this 4% goes to this. Like, I want to know how it breaks down. But either way, yeah, it was good. So outside of that, it's all been pretty solid.
Oh, I texted you today. My dad, remember? My dad was like, "Hey, remember that music store that Jason used to work at?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, what about it? He's like, "Oh, your uncle owned that. Your aunt and uncle owned that." And I was like, "Small world."
It is. Yeah.
Just wild.
Yep. I worked there for a few months. Yeah.
Taught some guitar lessons.
Taught some guitar
kids
lessons.
how to shreddy.
Yep. And then I went to work at Toys R Us.
Wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
They probably weren't paying you enough.
Well, no, I mean, music instructors, people who don't know, a lot of times music instructors, they basically rent a room at a music store.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, so
you
like
pay to be there.
Yeah, so say the lesson is $20 for a half hour, right? They have to pay their rent on that, so they might have to pay $10, $12 for that lesson, so they make $8. Or like whatever it is, like the number might not be the same, but like there's a very large portion of it that goes to the rent each day. So yeah, they don't make enough money. So yeah, I went to slinging video games in the R zone at Toys R Us.
Small world.
It is a very small world.
It's crazy
for sure.
I think we're at 53. I think that's a good place.
It's time to wrap. So. Thank you again.
We're wrapping it up already?
For everybody.
But I thought you had yours disconnected. You don't have to wrap it up anymore.
Disconnected.
Same.
Disconnected the 4G. Because I have 5G now. I don't know. Thank you, everybody, for listening, for watching. We appreciate you. Keep doing the things that you're doing. And please follow us on Spotify. We have some news coming up here in probably 2 weeks' time. And if you could really push the Spotify plays and the shares and the follows, it would be super appreciated. So thank you.
Did their people reach out to our people, aka us?
Yeah, they definitely reached out to us people. And, we got some things happening in the next 2 weeks. So
some things coming in the pipeline. Stick around, find out. Fuck around, find out.
And, so just do the things that you've been doing. And follow on Spotify, share Spotify, everything Spotify, eat, sleep, breathe it. And we will catch you, sad boys and girls, on the next episode.
Just, hey, do me. Here's your homework today.
God, this guy and his homework.
Just tell one friend.
One friend.
you can keep sharing them if you liking them. Just tell one friend IRL. Just be like, hey man, these two dudes that I listen to on the internet, they're kind of funny, and if you like them, here's the link where you can find them.
Here's the link.
Yep.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah. So, like he said, stay sad, y'all. Stick around next week. Sounds like we've got some things coming that I'm not even aware of yet, which I'm sure as soon as we hit this off button, I will find out what's going on.
All the information.
So, thanks for sticking around, doing all the things. Stay sad, y'all. That has been your
no,
we fucked it up. Your midweek sad boy update.
Oh, we got it once, messed it up the second time.
We'll never catch that magic again.
I mean,
got it right.
Honestly though, I can just cut it and people will never know.
That's not fun.
Yeah, we can't.
It takes away.
You can't force magic.
Yeah, magicians. Yeah, fake ass liars. All right, for real this time. All right, everybody. Tune in next week to see what kind of crazy ass shenanigans we get up to. Thanks for sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And stay sad, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.